Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. You made it halfway through the week, and it's a short week this time because we had Memorial Day. I hope you're having a good week this week, and I hope that you're being blessed. With Memorial Day last weekend, we spent the time doing some reflection. We drove around to some cemeteries to see some loved ones that we have laid to rest, and that was a very special time. I hope that you were able to do something similar and able to think about those in the past. We also took some time to drive around to some of our old past haunts. We went to Iowa State, where I went to school years ago, and it was neat to see my old stomping grounds. We also went to one of my old apartments where my wife and I had our first kiss, and so we got to reminisce and tell our kids about it, and I'm not really sure that they wanted to hear about us kissing. We also went to the church where Jeanette and I were both baptized years ago. It was neat to see that old church. And then something shocked me. We went to my old radio station that I used to work at for years, and I don't think it's being used anymore. The sign was gone. It's just a building now. And the format had changed on the radio. I listened to it, and it wasn't the same. It had all changed, and I was very shocked by that change. We don't like change, do we? It's hard to take. And lately, we've all been dealing with a ton of change. But the Bible has something to say about that. In the very famous verses from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." So the Bible lets us know that there are different times to life. And we can't keep things static. Things will always change. Although it is good to have traditions that we can count on that don't change so quickly. It's good to have things that are regular. But we have to be willing to change as things come about. And we've had to do that here in our world. And when things change back and we start going back to church again, it's going to be changed. It's going to be different for a while. And I think the Bible lets us know that we can handle that change because of one major reason, because our God, Jesus, doesn't change. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So yes, the landmarks of our time will change. You'll go back to some place and it won't look the same, it won't feel the same, and things will change even about our homes. You'll change the color of your walls, your carpet. Life is about change. Church will change too, but the one thing that won't change is our God and our mission, which is to take the gospel to others. So in the midst of this world of change, I pray that you'll hang on to your God who doesn't change. I want to encourage you, if you need some prayer tonight, we're having our prayer meeting. You can call into it at this number, 617-829-6816. You can share what's going on in your life. We can pray together. You can share praises of good things that are happening as well. I also want to tell you that we have a planning committee that's been put together by our church board to look into church services happening again at our church building. Of course, we've been having online services happening Sabbath morning, Saturday at 10 a.m. We have our Sabbath school for all different ages. We also have our worship service, and those are online at our YouTube channel, so you can join us. But we have a planning committee that's working and looking and praying about how we can start using our building again. We'll be making some decisions about that soon. I encourage you to be praying about that and keep in tune. We'll be letting you know when changes are made and when we're back at the church service at our building again. Until then, friends, God bless you. Stay safe, and let's stay together.